Good afternoon, country people them. We dey glad for meet up una for this side. So for Tori House, Saturday, even as we rain, it be overstart for 4 plenty for this side. Place it don dey dry small. Sabi say na today wey people them for Douala sef, they get for join hand for see as wey they go help people the way they don't run for see this palava for Northwest and Southwest. Grand Atanganji, e get for enter Douala today as wey the people them for Douala here they go take their own hand for comot some small thing inside the aqua. For that side from Gaundere, they tell we say over 20 million they don't pay contribute from Gaundere this morning time for that side. So for help people them for Northwest and Southwest. So we go stay wait here wait we go pass for Douala here as wey the thing too e go pass people them for Douala they go comot money for see as wey they go help for say make people the way they don't run for chapter for Northwest and Southwest they fit get some small thing for chop. Inside Tori for this afternoon, wanna sabi say we dey turn back now for so thing the way don't pass inside the week. We go turn back for talk this palava for company for dirty way people they be make mash for it before. We go talk even as well this chapter for Northwest and Southwest. It because confusion inside the week for my 17 motor park where moto be go for Kumbam, and we go last enter too for inside bush. We meet up with some of the people the way they don't run for sika this palava for Northwest and Southwest. We change up for this afternoon. Now 1 person, no na 2 person. Now Reverend Christian Sesep, we come out right for Limbe, Victoria, OPEC City. Me alive for call and plenty na Victoria. Reverend Christian, thank you plenty for your time. And as I say, maybe you come out for Limbe. I know Sabi whether be the 4 plenty. You come meet for Douala Sumo.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you very much. Rain to be there for Limbe. It never easy with rain.
Okay.
The whole night it been a rain. So the morning one comes safe. I feel that rain could disturb me. But thank God say the rain make I come. They give me small space. I can't so carry for studio yet today. Alright,
so number 1 change at that for today. We go talk all the Tori we get for talk we go talk the way we get for talk normally for with the normal eye. Then we go talk and too for we will get for talk the way we Bible says we get for put inside. But we know they not for Bible school, we know they for church. We go try for talk all the things as we get for pass. First story for this afternoon, make we enter for inside big market for Douala here, country people them for talk say waiting. Inside the week we be just finish, we be talk palava lofo cargo them. Where it is so people them where they do for control for that side, so for ministry for trade they be enter for big market for Douala for sika this lofo omo where it is so some person it don't carry different name for some company it they make paper for the omo then it put na different omo for inside we know na the omo na me say waiting it thief another money company name a use put na lofo team for inside. After plenty investigate so till last people them for inside commerce or trade ministry they sabiam they come for Douala here they can follow up so till last they meet up they cargo them plenty for inside Douala big market. No ask ambassador waiting way after where they see all that in them who side they carry and go that one he look na them he no look ambassador. Now we go turn back for inside here. Reverend, me I go so they put you that name. As I say, we be so one man. Now we get this palava for lofo cargo the way I don't just see him. If you say this thing you go help we for group for anyhow, you carry another person in company name, you put them for on top your thing there, you put nothing there for inside. If you say that kind of thing, it be normal for we for the do am.
It not be normal, ambassador. It not be normal. The problem is say most people now, with frustration and less understanding how things they so for work, and they want to do things the way they feel say it could benefit them personally, but they need to see how they think could benefit the population and other people them. If they look now how it could benefit the population and other people them, they know for the do what way it do. And for that matter again, I want to say government it get a lot of work for doing for that kind of matter because. If you government can do regulations, them make us say everything will be legal. You understand? That kind of thing will happen. But we thank God today, government they don't look the matter. They don't hear the story. They don't shut for down. They don't full and up to they don't can't see the play where they do that. Lofo or more than for day. And I been an abuse for take a company, some company a trademark, and then you take them for do your own business with a way, no way it be bad. Sometimes if you kill people, then they go hold a company. Sometimes if you affect people, then you know for one word or they go. Sometimes if you happen along the line, they go hold another company. Now that kind of thing they call and say piracy, where it be very bad. Where I believe and say no government it go like and foresee that kind of thing happen for a country.
Now you feel say you just come off for talk say they like say governor don't wake up for sleep, but you feel say some work they too in governor to get for work hard because some plenty of the kind of thing then they happen.
Ambassador, that one just one out of the many other things the way it happen for our country. You know, government, that one don't be unfortunate because as you talk rightly, many people in there. Regulation no day. You know, one time I used to talk to this, so when government put agencies and put regulation agencies the way they follow up government activities, it help a lot for solve that kind of problem them for local level. All this time government don't talk about decentralization. It be very important. So if you take action for ground, quick, for the kind of matter. No matter man no for your day for can't take action. Like how you talk another for the talk of a new man for your day for can't take. It be that one. Maybe the policy that if you help country. They saw decentralization at they help now say something there for problem there for ground now. They suffer for they being report. No. So and now what you see for our country, problem they happen for get result of get investigation, big bag report. It is very difficult because if you go for right far away, it can't right far away. You go right far away, you won't come back. Minute, it won't happen for road before one can read back for play way the writing and so for happen.
Now, so now fine step where they don't start, but for how long they will continue?
Now fine step, ambassador. But sometimes you look and so the show for you don't show and so for TV. All man don't see them. But sometimes for background till they happen, me and you will not know. Sometimes you want to see that production done, the let us say no worry. They looking at account number, money going for account. They should don't quiet. 1 year tomorrow, they don't go tell the population or they don't go tell the business people them. Saying that so we don't do because sometimes in the way when they catch kind of thing, they do investigation until they bring part the proof, and then they go back, they take the sanction. Even if other business put a year, that's not so that happen. They see them to choose not to happen. They don't go do it tomorrow. That's because as they do announce to so how Cameroon business na business, something will happen. The way it will happen, and we'll talk about how we go do.
How we go do. We go left this palaver for Binet. We enter for different chapter for this afternoon. Make we take on go for before company where they look out dirty for inside Douala here. This week we pass some young people that way they come off for quarter them like a Bepanda, place them like a Grand Moulin, they do or they be joined. They go turn up for before that company where they look out dirty for talks waiting. Make they can carry their dirty. They no go so they should done for inside one house with the other to them. And plenty kind sick them way they so they worry them for that side. These people them they glad they vex and say waiting they vex now for Sika say they so when motorway they carry dirty it can pass for their own quarter. They left all the dirty them he pass he no carry dirty remain rotting. Big man for company be come out he try for talk for the people them say we go check as so we go manage that kind we go manage that palaver say make they no vex say they go see where they fit for do. Sabi say Douala he don't turn again the enter for inside dirty. After we big man he come out or talk man for the company come out one time the people them they say okay make we go we see where it go happen. Sabi say never overstay so for inside the panda way people they vex gather dirty the way don't turn up for day they use a lock roads for Sika say they can't carry dirty for inside their quarter them. Now the same company we know and call the names. That one big market we do one for them. But now the same company they for place where they call them say Victoria.
Yeah.
Now tell me, now the same problem when they face them for that side of Victoria, dirty turn up.
Ambassador, you know the talk of a Bible say cleanliness is next to godliness. So please also for be clean. When place them be clean, at least if you fellowship, if you pray, if you know say God they for your corner. But when present dirty in the worker. For we for Limbe there, we the first similar problem, but we all know I notice we only one for Douala. But it could be a shame for the company or the people who will be responsible for citizens then they can go for thing instead not that right. When the authority the sort of fight say me this right, me this the city or the quarter they look neat for the effort what they even do and say from you can't put up one place for them. You understand? But if the company now, it need to do them. It didn't that the people then also gonna go protest before for it's a shame for our country. I don't think for other country they so because clean for our country. We talk about whole African nation cup. Now the dirty country. We talk about we like to meet good thing about Cameroon. How good to account our own house itself a dirty. A whole Douala when a whole commercial city for inside Cameroon, where at least children they come for can't do business. The one they can't do business go come. The one where they live inside where they do business. Where now maybe Cameroon and them. How did they look the country? What kind of image you the jam for our country for people they out of the country? Because they want so ashamed. That's shame. I don't believe say no man no could the way he could walk up for morning time. He see dirty in front door and they easily fine. The man was no man was still fine. He goes see devils they come. You was starting get bad dreams them, bad spirit. They say the bad spirit they follow you because the two devil follow you. You even your eye they look at the taste so you don't have a danger. You don't have a danger.
Now, you would there for danger, but the company too. Some one time they ever talk saying government they owe them money. So maybe now for sake why that way work people then to some work people they do normally when they check say they no fit make mash. They better go them go find different places they will pay them. When person they work, you know they get money. It be difficult for person for continue for work.
You are true ambassador. You talk. The point of our country now say policies of the country then they don't will get good laws them, but that law they be implemented. Because if me I be execam, government need to pay me money where it's over pay me my carry doti. I so protect against the government. Me the people no say this so we get problem. But if you now should not quiet, and then now people then the government work they go and they pay them. I don't should not quiet. It means something they pass back. It means sometimes the big people they exchange small envelope, but the small for down they reach their own too. So they do the way they do the work, they vex. Because when you see say work at them, they need to pay them. They work, you finish work, go for your house, chop no day for your table. What will happen? People will ask you question, chop no day. And then the people when they for on top, they take money, they put up for the show and quiet. Now, it don't hinder, it don't obstruct, you know, that job, that work. Enough you go before. Enough you go before. So the people as they come, if you truly, what you want to tell them for the meeting, I say, if the government, them not cancel them, where the owner council so giving that money, when I can't do council don't give them money. When I openly tell the public say council need to give money, so they go home and cancel.
Now, if they go home, the people there they get for pay them because normally they sign contract with people them and na people they do like middleman business where they do that kind of thing. Now, if they go hold them, then them too they no fee. Why want us they do?
No, any contract get a agreement for that contract. I need to know a small man for Ezekam. I talk about big people them. The big people of Ezekam. Now them so for go whole government. The people they sign contract. The small man where they for that any kind of dirty. They just give him money go ye. You don't know how a contract where they sign a higher dick. But the people that sign a contract, they be faithful for themselves. They know say the truly what way they agreeing for Duam. The people the other party need Duam fine. They go hold the other party. And then make a whole press conference, make a the whole people that know say so that the problem the one with the first time. So the agreement where we agree on whether with the council or government, which section for government, they didn't respect them. You understand? So the small man to for on side for under two can not say truly why people did all day today so far. But if they should not quiet, it means say the people them they drink a mimbo, chop their fowl. Also, the work of the on side, but the small man for that so far.
The same problem we get for this company with the local dirty. Now the same problem so they get our company the local water. The same problem get our company with the local light. You feel say time you don't reach at least for inside Cameroon. I saw the plan for go for before for 2035. Time you don't reach for Cameroon to forget at least another company we go she done for corner the company them for cementing the work of maybe if competition day if you work.
Now so ambassador. The truth I say, if you go for good country where they get development, it progress progressively. You see how there be many companies for fixed road, for carry dirty, so that competition will be even for light. But when someone be monopoly, when you get that power, you get anything that happen, you don't get time, and then people they go suffer. Now time this for Cameroon and the people rest up. For talk say now so you know Bele Ezeka. This is the first stand up for Liberty on time. I can't remember some time where if we start for Liberty. Now local people they be starting to do them. You understand now? They carry small, they get a small motor them, they make a small association, they begin to carry dirty. Why they need to feel you can say, okay, so other part of them, they support other people them for backside and do them. You understand now? So you go challenge the big company the way they work, so they feel work fine. But they struggle for make and say the leader one get enough for big company and the big company do the work. But now government need for sit down, bring other companies them for light, for water, for all this carry dirty, so that competition could be. When competition ever did for any economic growth, it be very effective. In fact, growth be quick.
Now, I need to cut you, but if the two companies they come, one company don't be they talk say money, government or people that they get pay the money, they need to pay them the money. Yeah. If another company can enter, you should say the thing no go only go.
No, it no go for me because when two people then they you understand now because first of all when two companies come maybe. the way they will take the work, it not gonna be the same. You understand now? And some other company if you look and say, okay, this person need pay me the money, but he pay me this amount of money. If he help me, if he do the work for this level, and he put a good mind, company at the level of the leadership. If you get a good leader, they will take that mind. Their heart never satisfy the people population. Their heart never satisfy the people. So they not gonna bother about what way it happen. They will put that mind for why did they ask their money. You understand now? They will put the effort for do the work fine. I don't know. Sometimes the people when they give money for they don't get because sometimes they need to do the work fine. We don't know. But you see, it be funny for our country to say when something they happen, the population they need to know. But when the right for the population will know what it happen. If the government don't need to pay doti, if you need to carry doti, the population will know why it happens. So they need to carry that doti. But it be very unfortunate say for our country, when big man don't talk for up, you small man, you just should quiet. You don't need for talk nothing. You don't hear now for you.
All right. We left that one them for one side. Maybe the one a bit na one, but na so for sicker careless if we put us so. Make we enter for road, national roads inside the week. We'll be telling us say for place where they call them saying no way. 200 kilometers before you reach for place where they call them say Melong for inside Douala here. We be get accident way it be pass for this road where a consign motor way a carry die body and another motor two way a tire a come out. Now it means I be the talk say diamond he die 2 times. Oga Christopher where they be carry from Tico they be one go bury for that side for Oku for Bamendam he die again for road as we accident he pass. Die body he throw for down cough on sesep he chakara all the one they so for Sika motorway. E no be go look his skin, tire, he come off for motor, he meet up na motor, he carry die body. Lucky say no man, he no be die, inside the motor, he be carry the die body. Now only die man, he die again, number 2 time. Then some people then day 2 way, they be carry them go for hospital for sika this same accident way it happen. The one, as well this also talk, na palava accident. Now Reverend, this one na just some man no call and small thing because if for being a one way, plenty people there for die again. Follow diamond die for inside the same motor. But maybe if you open with eye for sika this palava for we will them for sika say the travel tell say the motor will make accident first if you want struggle for door show then tire come out as we tire come out enact na motor will carry die body for down and driver too for that motor will carry die body. It be get sense quick. If no be so, it be get for fun inside that water. If you look straight, you see some pressure corner where water be there. So last. They be get for arrange all thing for say they put buy another coffin, carry that body for waka. When you see this kind of thing, maybe we don't see them for inside. They will wait to be the first impression for your mind.
Yes, Ambassador, I see this image where they show of Equinoxe here, and I be very very sorry for the family the way they go bury that man, you know. And I see tell them say Ashia for that accident where that happened and for the one where they get wound. I don't pray me, Papa God, and give them quick recovery, instead of recover quick and then they go be strong back. But you see, all this and that's what they put blame now for government. Because if you look for road very well, Ambassador, you see what they call and say road safety. Road safety they for road. What did they do for road? You see, road safety never check motor. You understand now? For check motor. But you see, most often the road safety say they didn't even check the motor. For look how the motor. Me and you, my person die. One go take motor. But so far the motor they move. Will be road safety? We check whether the motor they find. But if the road safety we can check motor, I believe I say entire driver don't check whether the motor for that journey one go. And then secondly, you go secondly again now.
I want to talk something. This maybe the motor will make accident on the motor will be carried die body. Now that other blue motor so we
yes, I know.
So now he jam the motor.
And he talk now for say the one way it dodge now it tire come out. You understand now? I believe that one na road safety it work that. If it check motor where enough for happen. But now the problem now the real problem now go now for the road where it even first bad.
Yes.
Now if you look our road them, if you don't go that Eliongo for corner Munya for day. Now a whole national road at from A road see how it dey. Motor they cannot say they made the FIFA. Governor people they can't pass they look up. Normally turn on nothing. Just see the one info go one go babina true room for here. Not all the one way be there for yourself for after this road our road they be very bad. And the first of all one Ambassador I need to cut you short. I be go for Nigeria. I see road one side road 2 motor 3 motor one side road. You know if you touch a friend, sure if any problem come out before you want to see kind of thing. It means that's on different motor they run for one side. You want to run for one side, but for our country, for go to that road. They are driver, they over try. First of all, the road for small, and not very small again. Pop hole and they all side. I don't know what way when government should done. They look the road. What way they think of inside their mind? What way they think of inside their mind? They deceive because I mean, if you funny for say route with a priority where it help for facilitate economic development for the country, it be bad. It means it truly everything will go bad. It is slow development, it is slow economy, it is slow everything. And many people don't die because of that bad road. If you want to count people who don't die because of that bad road today, at sometimes you used to go shop for studio here. And I don't know whether they wait to the authority, they really look at what they think inside their mind. Say whether they do for that office, they did a good work or they did a bad work. Ministry of Public Works, I don't understand what that ministry function. Because that name say Ministry of Public Works. They didn't have to work Ministry of Public and Transport. Now there was responsibility in that for look the condition of the road. But I don't know what way our country it don't turn to.
Now, so if you say the two ministers they get plenty work for doing.
Who's plenty work they get apart from look the condition of the
now they ask and say when we see the way our road in day,
yeah,
plenty work in day.
It means plenty work there.
Even the road say where it pass before you come for Bekoko day.
Bekoko day the road it don't check out all. One motor almost even knock another motor because the one dodge completely where they don't spoil for road. Where they need for dodge so that me other motor if you can't jam for that if you on site because one dodge pop hole and they ride go even for Tokora bridge. Go see pop hole them. Motor they come for talk good drum. Where someone they run they come they run normal speed. The one can't reach, they can't come up inside pop hole. Plenty things they happen. So this thing are part of those pop holes and where they for road. Where it first is strong for Dutcham, it go cause problem. So government, the ministry, they get plenty work. I don't know if our country here, most people they turn for the office when they vote to one a minister or delegate or a director, they say I want for office. But if you look at a big country, them for most country, them they want for field, need for office, they want for field. I don't know what our authority. I don't know why they understand. Say this, so they are main one of our field. I don't understand. I'm telling you.
Okay. Now, I bet you know say Nkunkuma don't talk say 2035. We go for before. Maybe we do wait before 2035. Things will feel better.
Ambassador, Englishman. When they say the plan for 2035, it is standard today. Now, by now soon I don't also see the light for that 2035. Maybe when it come. Because if you never do something today, nobody will do it tomorrow. You understand? If you talk about 2035, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years can reach 10 years. They never see, you never do anything. Now 2035 you can't do them. The what you happen for the say people in life will just go on media, they just talk. But what they talk it need to be actualized on the field for ground. And the problem that way with the face of our country today. People they be very easy to go for media, they talk. But when they talk for media, they go back on the ground, they look and say it's been at zero.
Okay. We go left this palaver for roads and even dirty or that kind of thing them that in the way normal we get for the local time. But for side for dirty before turn before enter for this other chapter, you sabi say one time even the dirty one comes so now we say with the cause that dirty. You accept that one?
Yes, it's not true, Ambassador. Sometimes we really cause that dirty.
Because you see container for dirty instead for you for put the dirty for day, even the container don't flop with the even when no flop it trade dirty na for corner.
Yeah, that's true. What you talking are true. Most often too people into they contribute for that dirty, and sometimes the way it even the workers themselves because you see people dirty they don't put dirty container, they don't put a thing so if you can put dirty inside, they can't slash dirty all over. And then when the worker then come now for the never do for those can't carry that container go they go do a lot of work and sometimes they tire.
As we went to the
floor, they go tired. They don't if you do the number of job the number of work the dirty with someone for that particular day. It go slow the activities too. So those things too we two way will throw the dirty will cause that trouble too. So if everybody will respect, say when you come, if follow the procedure where they don't put it in place, say when they come, you put the dirty inside that container, and then you make sure say it inside that container. That people too, I'll be sure people will going to do more work.
Yeah, so we roll for you now for social talk, even as we would blame people the way they did for on top, say they get for work. Make we sabi say some other blame them too. It come now for we hate, particularly this palaver for dirty. That one too, you come for we hate, so make we try for see as we feed the help. As well the talk say na them, make we sabi to say we too, we get role for inside that palaver. So we get for help governor, as well governor too, it get for help we. Now make we enter for inside chapter for this northwest and southwest. We go begin now with a palaver for school. We will go for place where they call them say PIDGIN, na goats, it be 10 we come goods. office for principal or for who office or head teacher, I know be them. We be there now for GS, for now for inside PNC. Now school this way, since where this palaba starts, now only grass, it don't full up for inside the school. For talks everything, even as we chair it there for the school better, no nothing never spoil for inside the school, but Pikins, they never enter for that school since for 2016. And now for talks everything, now for 2016 where the last teach number 9 moon for number 12 moon or number 9 day for number 12 moon 2016 where the last teach were inside the school, and they tell we say normal the kind of time they be don't get for start for even control as we picking they get for turn back for school or for start take interview them. Then only got a get freedom for turn for the whole place. The whole place na grass it don't come out. Even you do hunting, you put your trap, you go catch and grumpy better for that size of because they can say plenty bush. They say the place so picking that they ever come for playtime waiting they didn't normal. But now so now only bush. Better school where they don't build them, but picking them for land, they know they Reverend.
Well, Ambassador, this issue for Northwest and Southwest, it baffles me, You know, sometimes we don't pray against, we don't pray for this thing, we don't pray for God for being peace, but
more fair look inside this aspect.
But you see, yes, I talk one time for matter for school. Yeah. We don't pray a lot of things of that one. But you see, if you look at very well for our Northwest and Southwest, school do not day. Everybody, in fact, all the school they be dry, and picking they need to go to school. So you look and say this problem maybe a small one, no, maybe small one. The government look at this. The government look at this as small matter. Maybe small matter. Maybe small matter. Now matter where government so will take very very serious, commitment for semi suffer, because now two cultures. So we get the English community and the French community. You understand? And the English community, then the way they be a bit set up, a bit set in such a way that when some kind of thing they happen, it affect people. Then you understand? And when you affect people like that, you see, any man, the struggle how what you call and say self-protection. You understand? For protect yourself. Now, why you see people need to say picking for school? Because if you say picking for school, until you happen for road, what you go do? You go to for governor will look you say, well, sorry, he ends so. So any man the struggle say, me a man himself. Now, you see that school empty, place don't grow. Will you look at like say now? Will you look at as you talk about news? You don't stay how many years we picking people need to go school, and now we're picking them. The early them for they get a lot of work. They need for go back and try for draft the problem for this thing for its root and tell that big people for up. The problem I say most often or too much lies. No, Bible talks about it. It says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. When you not stand on the truth, they can apologize. You see that what you say happen so. Because the people the way they so for talk true, they didn't talk true, they talk a lie. They didn't talk true. And it don't cause they shut down for all schools them. For a Kumba, we can do mission fee for them. All schools not school in the move. They want to for them, so they bush.
But they be right common entrance and first school and all thing work are fine.
For where? Ambassador, whose place?
So will they ask they picking them for this school? Who said they be right their own?
Now the problem. Now you might talk. Now you might tell you say people don't know they talk the truth for this matter. You understand now? Because if you tell me say that picking for that school be right common entrance, it should whose class right common entrance. Because na school that we show for should he study. He never study. If you go right common, say he don't learn na wait before you go right. You understand? Now because the people they on the ground they need to talk the truth, and they know say this thing they affect while picking them. It affects our society very deeply, but they don't want to talk the truth.
But if you say even we brother them, the one the way the day outside way the day outside they fit for meet up with the PB people the way they service the day for up for say me they should don't talk.
Yes,
that is means say the early the day for up they feel go down go meet up with the people them she don't talk for one place.
Not true, Ambassador.
For say me they hear to it they happen.
Yeah, now I talk say the early they say they don't fail because they don't stand on the truth. You understand now? Early they can't see the community. The community take that problem before one go up, they go to a different story. Now, I watch news the other day. They say for newspaper, they say they don't release people for our diaspora, Anglophone people for waiting. They want for arrest them. We go down front or go down back. You understand now? The government so for stand now on the truth. realize say this whole the people stand on their values. There's a value that English people stand on their values. They get a value, they get a culture. You understand? I still see, I'm a pastor, I stand for a cultural way. I get my identity. If you dress, even the way you dress and the way you talk, they no play you come out. So man, if you can't fool you, say so. Me, I be Bassa man, I be Bassa man. You understand now? Even if I dress like Bassa man, my tongue and my action go show so. I not come to that place. So the government so for no say so. This culture, this English culture, it being like a culture of high value and high respect. And when they come for start to respect these values and this culture, you go start to go a smaller way for solve this problem. You know, see, English man get the own way of doing things. If you start getting devalue, if you start getting disrespect his value, it becomes so aggressive. That's what English man did. You understand? So when you start to disrespect the value for English man, it becomes so aggressive. So the government so for sit up now, you know, just imagine. The other day I listen news for Boya. You see a whole elite, Anglophone. You come for Boya, can't talk so. My people enter for bush because don't miss to farm. It is foolish. That's what they call themselves intellectuals. But you can't fear on people where you see a problem on the ground for address the problem for the way you go even hear the point. This like say you can insult your own people. I don't know what the people. I don't know the kind of the Bible say light shine in darkness and darkness cannot overcome. I don't believe and say well this story for Anglophone. Norway and Southwest, it don't tell the story where we read of a Bible where they told the children of Israel they leave Egypt. Now so you may look at me, they tell like this story for children of Israel leave Egypt.
All right, we go surely enter for inside government for say all the thing that we don't talk government say it don't last wake up. It don't last wake up, but we go try enter for day when we reach time where we will talk about which way government say the plan for do. At least they cry don't reach for their EM and then to they try for do something. Inside the week, my 17 motor park, it don't last open, country people them, and this one it happen only after 4 days, but Sabi say before everyone open, will be turned back again for my 17 motor park for one early morning time. It be then I say make we check whether population it is also go for park or you know they go for park. Sabi say that roads it be don't block for 4 days. Yes, for 4 days with the road the block. All thing it turn up for one place and no nothing it know the worker fine. So we be enter for that palaver for my 17 last my 17 motor park people there they be they don't start reach for Kumbam, and this one now after we plenty Kamamburu people them they help for Chakara all the thing there they be don't use and block roads for that side. So for a highway for Boya so you reach for Kumba. Even according to Midway Oga Ezio for Meme Division he talk in the try for talk say 20 big motor they be born with 900 bag for rice on top inside this period, and even 7 cow the day where they disappear where they only tifam. No ask me who tifam or who born but now they figure then that way Ntundong Shambalen Egiam for security meeting happen for that side, and they don't make an now too people them for Kumba they hear hot. So my 70 motor park we yes they don't open, but they talk palava house way money for pay transport it don't go for up 5,000 we no sabi whether today it don't turn back for 1,500, but the time when the road be just open will be here it be start now for 12,000 it go for 9,000 then after it last end for 5,000. Now this road for my 17 if you say that 4-day way block as I be say it surely keep some people then for your house.
That road don't not even for 4 days, more than 4 days. Because I road I pass it every day. I go Kumba every day. So na road don't block for more than 4 days. And which way I realized for that road and I say, you know, that road, that blockage for that road, not an eye opener. Not only for the government, not only for us Cameroonians, only for the world. Because I say there's a serious crisis where they go on for our country. You understand? Because we never talk to this, so they deprive people them for work, for travel, for that. Because my friend they come in Nigeria, he can't for come nowhere for come back. It be good them. And so honorable the way I called them, he called them so he don't for that more than 5 or 6 days. Waiting for my 16, because when he be there for go. Now because say wait, government no need for make mago with this situation where they go on for our country. Need be think for the talk and turn around talk. It want to be politics. Now a value, now a cultural value, now a history. You understand? When government give accept the history and believe on that history, and then seek the rightful people for stand for solve this matter, because the ones who took the Douala road now don't block. Don't matter. No wait. Sometimes 1 year tomorrow, na Douala road don't block. And you see, you slow the economy. People they suffer now. Things they need to move. Things they need to move. That road they don't block for more than 4 days, and people don't suffer. that job that chop them when they buy them, because they go sell them, they don't spoil. The other day, they even call me, tell me, say, the first day they say, they don't open, the one show will go bullet between the other people, them, what I say, separate, or they call an hour with the army forces, he picks one himself, his motor, casualty, people, they die every day. Maybe think for she don't down, look like a plaything. Maybe think for take out, because as it goes so, it calls now instant, now, for we for solve a problem for our house, we the force people that for outside for can solve a problem for our house.
So now if you say the life we don't strong now, because the year say for Kumba bag rice they sell around that kind of 15 or 10,000, you don't go to 25,000. You feel say that strong life it be normal?
It not be normal, and now the common man is suffer. Now the common man is suffer because as it don't make so, this don't make so plain the thing where they so for rich for Kumba they never reach, and now because it never reach now the one where they get small one they don't know when it go open. So they think about the right price for before uncertainty for see how we think or have it think will be tomorrow. You understand? And because of that fluctuation of prices, now the common man one way my way no get, just imagine saying so mommy the way now widow you no get over in mind with the small picking them. You want to go buy one cobra, they say 100. How you go fit a family for house? All those things them. So government so fucking take control of all those things, the suffering of the people. Instead for make for when problem also now the government they run cooking for solve the problem. People they don't over suffer for this crisis, ambassador. People don't over suffer too much. Now time this way government don't for begin to go for left, go for right. No. It need for because I tell you the truth, I say government know the matter very well. All this meeting they call and say one another meeting for what they know the deep of the matter. Anyway, some people they hide them because they don't know. They know very well. But I don't know what they be either man for solve the matter. They don't want for solve the matter, or they get their own way they feel say they give for solve the matter. You know say leadership. Sometimes for some country they want to say when they talk, government talk, no one must talk, and government want to do things, want to do it their own way. When a country they when I saw government they operate, that country will ever define. Government more here for the people. You understand? Government will here for, because most of the people they for the government now the people them tell you what they can say election now they vote for this thing and a shameful thing ambassador for you see I'm say for our country we will say it's a democratic country, we say it's a country of law. We say the country where the law it be very straight and the road it be very broad, it be very clear for everybody to see. We need to respect and law them. This kind of thing that this parliament will also just and since need to wait for president. Parliament eventually show for that. No, if the president not talk, we go talk first for here. You understand? For other countries, you see how parliament they push president for take action. But for our country, I don't know whether now have you called a network. I don't know how the people that are network they want to put them. They say that inside network they want a meeting and be according to where they think them. I don't know because it's a shame for we. For sister our brother they suffer and they will go just make statements them on media and they will feel say it will help the situation. It never help the situation.
All right. Inside the week, one of the people there when they be one come out for outside for go help this with Papa them. Mami them, it be then a SDF party, but it no be one go there like a party, according to it we need John from the chairman talk. They be one go for see their brother them, Papa them for Cameroon, chop where they don't gather them. So today, they never fit for cross go for Nigeria, chop with people that don't get where you know days, some of the chop that they already start spoil for inside Pani Johnny compound, and all the chop they begin for go get for these people there, they don't run go outside country. Sabi say no be only them, you get one the way they don't run, but they also remain for country for different side where you know them. Other one they cross go for Nigeria, chop hungry they do them, they know they get better chop for chop. But according to Pani John, na magu when Ngomna they make them before he never so go for Nigeria so now. So we be go for Bamenda where Pani John say enter for the store show we all they chop them where he be don't gather them. Make we hear wait to Pani John, chairman for SDF. Ebi talk for Amos Fongo and Mimime for their microphone.
It's kind how they get something hard. They don't contribute their money, contribute chop, rice, beans, oils, old clothes. They don't flop. Maybe they go give those people. Now, under normal circumstances, me and if you commit here, enter Nigeria where Nigerian government no knows that they come. The Nigerian High Commissioner here no knows how they come. So I go through the High Commissioner. One, make the help we identify which side the refugees a day, and make the give we escort, because problems are still there for the borders of Nigeria between farmers and Aku far grazers where they shoot themselves. So we will need escort, we will need protection from the Nigerian government. So if they go give you this protection, we will take the chop, go give. But for now, I thank all the Cameroonian people where they don't give chop, where they don't give money, and tell them, say, I beg their pardon, I never go. So maybe they don't think I just take the chop, put them down. Secondly, I will still appeal. Say one day we'll go. And people where they get anything, you will sleep for your house under the warmth of your blanket and sheet. Some people they were under rain, mosquitoes and all the like. Cameroonian where they get.
Now, before we finish with Pani John, the last story will be ask Pani John Fronti. Now for you for tell him after we never fit forgo, waiting did the trouble way a face now with that chop them. Make we hear Pani John again.
The corn don't weevil. Some of the fufu don't spoil. With the fear make the beans not weevil again. But the oil and the rice for now they be okay. I don't know what the other challenges will be. But you know, food, most of it they expire, most of it they get rotten, most of it they get weevilled, so you don't see them. So when I make a Nigerian High Commission, maybe they see this too. No, say when we say we go, no, not talk for mouth. We be prepared for go. I know go smuggle with a few bags of rice, go give people. When I go, I want for tech journalists, more go talk with the people. I will get for go with a doctor, go with journalists and other technicians where they fit help the people. We not go now for merrymaking. No, I don't talk.
Yes, so Napani John Fundi that Reverend, maybe you talk small, then we'll go for the last part for this afternoon. Ni John Fundi, maybe they try for talk say no be the gather chop. Now for go give them like party, but maybe they go like Cameroon way he own people they do for outside, but he never feel forget way.
Well, Ambassador, what the Bible talks about, say when the righteous people they rule, the people are at ease. But when the unrighteous rule, the people are at risk. That means they for suffer. Because I believe and say our government, this crisis where even this they don't impact on. What are the ones that suffer on for how the one do more? They also show high level of maturity. You understand? Because government so even any look at country when war day or when they some Poland castle they do one government they say it they how they bomb put the houses them put the property for down what the government is they put a job they chop na wait. So when people like this one they won't gather their food they want to government so facilitate with other country but you can say me then this thing they reach the people them if never part of the way will show say government get love for the people them despite the condition where they find themselves. But if it didn't now so then government it hinder any the facility kind of thing. Me say government don't talk say they don't talk say wait where go for the go die no problem no day and no get problem and where it be very poor for say well government I mean it need to facilitate people the way they go for go help the people don't do for refugee. Now that responsibility of the government. Other government in the way when things happen like this one, you see they say was saying chop them, they say was say eat for help the poor people them. You understand? Because the show say this so where they didn't have some problem, but at least they sympathize with now. But for our own government for here, even the one day for bush, they talk say where go die and die for day. Anyhow it be, we not get nothing for talk. You understand? And this one it show an image, a picture for the world. Say this so the government in order to be patriotic to himself. Because patriotism need for talk. Patriotism for stand for what may be right, for stand for values, for stand for policies, for stand for law, and let me see me worker the way so for worker. And all those patriotism that will benefit the citizens in them.
All right. Just for Sabi say these people then we they don't run come out, they didn't for inside bush, will be entered to for inside one of the bush them for place where they call them same Balangi. Most of the village people them they didn't for inside bush, we be go for inside the bush, we meet them like this mommy says every day for inside bush, mommy if food you know the hot, mommy the waka na kinjang food the hot, for sika say if food the hot, and Sabi say mommy too when no day for he for come for outside for go for hospital for sika say waiting EDFM no sabi wait to if me topic for outside if he come up for the bush house he go for hospital then he come back so now for inside that place where the mommy he don the she done for more than 2 months and a half at the time we'll be go make this a report for inside bush for people there they don't run for Balangi side go for bush inside that same house mommy picking day to no well but we no day for carry this mommy picking go for outside for sika say so fear then they finally leave them for inside bush squeeze am gear and say na country mixing for see as well if you look at this getaway SSF you know where we dinner for inside bush for that side so from Balangi. We'll be come out for outside the mommy house even as we before we want come out. Mommy too be try for show we a foot as we mommy foot SSF it don't high up. We know they know the fee for waka, know if go for hospital send and now for talks everything fear there for we had mommy if you that now the kind bush house and that way they she done for inside with the banga and leave them where they don't use and fix them. Another one will be see na case for this small boy where he says he own hand too. He don't again a small room for a hand, but for Sika say they never take and go for hospital. Can people them? The boy he own hand too. He don't start rotting. Now so for inside bush. Now the boy small boy picking that where he own hand too don't start rotting for inside bush. Now so fear they never feel for carry to go for hospital. So now some of the suffer than that we deal with people them for inside bush where they don't run enter for bush. They hear bad for this palaver. We go let that one. Sabi say after all the problem them, governor don't hear them. Governor say we don't go for field. He go learn all thing. He see as well all thing they happen. Oga Prime Minister Peter Mafene Musongem. He come out joke for thousand governor. He don't hear all thing where they so it they happen and they say they don't write all thing for book. Inside meeting when Dongamen way Oga Prime Minister be get and Philemon Yang. He talk as when governor. He don't come out. 12 billion for see as well they go help the people them where they don't run come out and one day they don't run come out for that place but they also dey for different place for inside country. And how will the 12 million go come? Na palava for staff for contribute. The first contribute it be happen for Yawende 236 million for short. They be contribute for the first one we pass for Yawende. Inside Douala here as well I talk for now. Today contribute to it go pass for Douala Saturday and it go happen for before Grand Atango, Minister for Territorial Administration. Then for that side from Gaundere before we want start Tori, they tell we say over 20 million too, they don't contribute for that side from Gaundere for see as well they go help. We brother them where they don't run or one day they day outside or one day they day inside for Sika this palavan for Norwest and Southwest. Reverend, you feel say Ngomna da work where they do now or plenty people they don't dey talk. But I believe saying a better one way they don't start for doing.
Well, Ambassador, on a good initiative that way the government don't take them. I give kudos for them. I appreciate them for what they do. But my question with the action I say, government don't already put a amount 12 billion for help those people they suffer for bush. They don't go assess the damage when they cause them. I mean they go see most go example for Kwakwa. Kwakwa get a whole 10,000 population. It all go for down. One man they were I know I'm quite all right. Where he get a store, that man lost almost how many thousand of cocoa back. It is that man alone. I think he lost the 100 and something million. You go see that kind of man, you gain how much? People get surgical problems when because of that trauma. People in the way the people don't die. 12 billion now for child's play on a witty. The good effort they make them. But I believe and say the first thing they will show for that on that office for that kind of meeting. They will take that convoy, go for field. Then sister go see what they have for field first. You understand? Go for field. They see prime minister, go for Kwakwa. Me go for all those places. They go see with the eye. You understand what I'm saying now? Take delegation, me go see them first before they want to show for office for me budget. Because that budget, that's what they make of office there. For my own way, I show I look am as a man too for God. Now say as that money go enter the hand too, you no go reach the people the way it's so for rich. I'm telling you, no go reach. Any man go see how way it to be do Cameroon style for the way they used to do them.
Okay, Reverend Asabi say plenty thing. It did for your belly, but we already almost finished program for today. Reverend Christian, I want to say thank you plenty for your time for waka from Dimbe Sote meet away for this side for the Douala.
Thank you, Ambassador. I thank my wife, my picking of a house, my friend, the owner pastors, and member of gospel outreach. We thank you too very much for inviting me for come for your studio here. Okay. We pray say every day we pray for Cameroon say make the will for God it be done for Cameroon. Okay. Because the will for God and the perfect will for God for Cameroonians. It's better for us Anglophone who to suffer. We know say that let God decide what matter. And I know say God could do it his own way he do and he could do it fine. And when he do it all we will be happy.
Thank you plenty. I want to say big thank you for Nadine Guafo, where is a Ibide for say making the happen fine. Francis Boyon to Ibide for one side, now they make and to say make people they see we for outside. Ambassador go turn back for Monday, if God 11 for 8 o'clock for sun time. Rebroadcast for program Sunday morning time on a hold tight.